Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That's me. Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday evening out there in YouTube land and across the world. Thank you for tuning in. This is PG with Unapologetic Tea Time. As you very well know, I am bold and yet unapologetic. So, with that being said, I'm going to keep it moving this evening. We have a very, very short show this evening. Just a few things. Not going to be on very long. I'm not going to discuss a whole lot because, one, to be honest, folks, I've had one hell of a week already. It's like it's been 2 weeks wrapped up into one, and we're only on day 3 of the week. With that being said, I have to laugh to keep from crying, but it's still all good because God has continued to bless me and will continue to bless me in the future as I pray for his grace and his mercy. So, y'all, as the title goes, WTF, and I know some of you are going to say, what the fuck? Well, guess what, y'all? Y'all wrong. Wrong answer. It's not. Hey, Tim, how are you? I'm good. It's not what the fuck. It is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even the damn calendar, if you look at it, y'all, if you look at it from my purview, even the calendar, y'all, says WTF. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And if we've made it to Wednesday, then guess what? And it is shortly after 10 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Then guess what, y'all? We have made it officially over hump day. Or so I'd like to think anyway. But anyway, moving right along. Yeah, Tim, I know. Get that mind out of the gutter. But anyway, I'm just playing around. But it just came to mind, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put WTF. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're already on Wednesday, y'all. We're heading into Thursday. Friday's got to be a better day. I'm not even going to stop to even entertain Thursday. I'm just going to peruse through Thursday. I have quite a number of things. I have to roll out of bed early in the morning and do some shit, and then I got to be somewhere because someone has volunteered me to help them do something at an event. But anyway, I hope that event is a good event. Y'all know I'm single. Y'all know I'm free. And the PG, this old boy, BOI, is, yes, right, looking for somebody to, kick it with, somebody to go out with, have a date with here and there, whatever, So I'm single, I'm free, and I'm looking. And if y'all know any good female friends or y'all got some relatives or whatever that's looking for a good boy, BOI, yes, y'all might want to send them my way. We might could do a little WhatsApp chat app, whatever we got to do, just say, hey, how you doing, whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm just putting out that little tidbit for y'all, because I'm single and free. Ooh, I am gonna talk about a little buffoonery today. Yes, I am. Y'all, I just don't I just don't know. I just don't understand. Every day, y'all know I'm waiting on Christmas, but I'm waiting for the North Pole to open up so I can send my damn letter or letters to Santa Claus, because all I'm asking for this year, I've been a good boy, and y'all know I'm looking for an impeachment to be in my damn stocking by December the 25th. That's all I'm asking for. I just need an impeachment by December 25th. That's what I'm gonna ask Santa for, and hopefully Santa will bring that to me, and I'm gonna be most grateful that he grants my toy wish this year, and that's for me to be playing with an impeachment, tossing it around on December 25th. Even if it's a piece of paper, even if I can read about it on the internet, or if I can see it on my television, I'm going to be real, real happy. I'm going to be a happy boy playing with an impeachment on Christmas Day. That's what I want for Christmas, is a damn impeachment. And I'm going to make sure I send Santa a letter um, several letters for that to take place. Now, moving right along, folks. There is a couple things for real though, y'all. Um, I'm a little bit tired of honey child. We're gonna have to send millions. Just a million won't do. But anyway, I'm really sick and tired of right now. I'm about to get on my gay community. This is number one on my list, and then I'm gonna get to the buffoonery afterwards. But the buffoonery is some buffoonery in the gay community, and I'm gonna need y'all to take note. I'm gonna need y'all to listen up or whatever, because I'm goddamn tired of y'all trying to keep on. First off, you're going up against nothing. Second off, I don't understand the issue. Now, you want the gay rights, you want this, you want that, you want the correct pronouns to be used, you want to use certain bathrooms, you want to do this, you want to do that. Fuck, I've been using men's bathrooms and the women's bathrooms, and wherever the fuck I fit in or wherever the hell I can pee, I'm gonna go up in there and I'm gonna pee. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the problem is. I will go to the man's bathroom. Yes, I will. I will go to the female's bathroom. I've had women, I'm in the damn stall, and I've had women, I'm coughing, or I might be on my phone or whatever. And then there's woman talking about, oh, there's a man in here. And I'm like, bitch, whatever. I got same thing your ass got, whatever. But anyway, I'm not gonna change who I am. I am who I am. And I have accepted who I am. First off, you have to love yourself, whether you are homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, transsexual, PQ, RSTU, VWXYZ, whatever the hell. You have to first love yourself before you can love someone else. And first off, if you truly hate yourself, or if you hate your genitalia, now, then you're going to hate your genitalia when you transition to whom the fuck or whatever it is that you want to transition to. Okay? And that's the way it is. I'm just calling it ace, a spade, a spade. It is what the fuck it is. So learn to love yourself. Gays and lesbians and whatever the hell else, all into the alphabet. I'm going to need y'all to stop the buffoonery and stop with this craziness about you want this, you want that, you want the world to address you a certain way, address, this and that. Oh, it's disrespectful for this and that. Look at here, y'all. We just got some fucking rights, and we are on the verge of getting those taken away. So stop the buffoonery and let's concentrate on the things that you should be concentrating on. Young youth, boys and girls, females and males out here being accosted, being sold into the sex trade, being verbally and physically abused, runaways out here selling their bodies because they're trying to make $1 to survive. These children and these youth are out here sleeping on the streets that are transsexual, pansexual, bisexual, cisgender, homosexual, heterosexual, you name it, they fitting into the categories. Okay, let's talk about some of those issues and stop with this buffoonery of you want this, and this, and you haven't done a damn thing to earn this, and this, and then you have the mitigated gall to get mad when someone makes a mistake or when someone addresses a particular issue and you don't agree with it. Well, fuck, agree to disagree and keep it moving. What does that have to do with you? You know what I'm saying? You just got fucking rights. You just got enough rights to be able to walk freely down the motherfucking street together, holding hands, kissing in public, or what the fuck ever you do. So, I mean, come on, y'all. Come on, before they have all of that shit taken back. You see, because sooner or later you keep on with this craziness, then they're going to say, oh, well, then fuck them. They don't need this or they don't need that. And then slowly the rights get taken away. Hey, show enough. Hey, LJ, thank you. But sooner or later, you find yourself in a situation. You can just be who you are. If this person doesn't accept you, well, then fuck them. Mother had you. Mother got you, and mother F you. It's just that simple. Move on. If this person doesn't accept you, or that person or this particular group of people do not accept you, then keep it moving. Move on. Because surely this is a big ass world that we live in. Sooner or later, you're going to run up on a group of people or some people or a particular place or entity or whatever, or things that will fucking accept you. But it's not easy being gay. People don't, I mean, I don't know who in the hell would just wake the fuck up one day and decide that they fucking want to be gay. Now, there are people that decide that they want to fucking be gay. I don't know. Well, for what reason? Okay, because you go from being heterosexual to being homosexual. I don't know, because I was fucking truly born this way. I already knew at 4 or 5 years old that I like being around little girls, back then, because I was a little girl. But I knew there was something that wasn't the same as the other kids. You know what I'm saying? I never touched children at that age, and I was the same age or anything, but it was just something that was different within me that I knew my own self. So then this is how I grew and grew and grew. Now, I do not believe in parents today. Parents, listen up, for kids. Okay, you have a baby, and we know that children, yes, they are born asexual without any, basically it's a mind. And as they grow and mature, then their genitalia meets up with the mind, or the mind meets up with what they have and behold beyond downstairs. However, I do not believe, parents, that you should fuck with your child's um identity, sexual identity, at tender ages of 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just because little Johnny or little Sally Sue or little Johnny likes to want his nails done. Okay, it's enough to let little Johnny paint some fingernail polish on his nails, but I do not condone you taking little Johnny's ass to the psychiatrist and getting little Johnny some damn some estrogen, I mean, or something, or progesterone for the I don't believe that you should fuck with these children like that, because surely you don't look at the long-term effects that these kind of drugs and things that are going to have on these children as they get older and become adults. And then you have the other thing on the other end of the spectrum is when it comes down to the mental illness part, and you have to worry about, oh, well, will little Johnny kill himself because he hates himself now because what you have done to him. So I'm gonna need the community to get together and figure this shit out. But y'all don't need to be playing and experimenting with little Johnny and little Sally just because little Sally wants to be a tomboy. Sometimes, figuratively speaking, there are moments when these kids go through a fucking phase. With me, it wasn't a damn phase of being a tomboy. It went from being a tomboy to a BOI boy. No, I did not get a sex change. I'm 50, 55 years of age. Had they had transitions back then when I was younger, perhaps I would have transitioned from female genitalia, from female to male, with keeping some of my, body parts. But that's neither here nor there. I am who I am. Always have been and always will be. And I have people who love me dearly. I have other people that don't care for me just because of the way I look or my particular sexual orientation. I do not go around trying to attract or trying to sleep with any and everybody that I encounter, or think that any and everybody that I meet or greet wants to sleep with me or wants to go out with me or anything of that nature. So with that being said, I still need you guys to concentrate, my gays, my lesbians, my, people of, of the homosexuality type. I need y'all to figure out what it is that you want this world to do, because you have people now. Okay, you got gays and lesbians mad because what's his name, Pharrell, was on the cover of something in a dress. I don't give a fuck if Pharrell gets on the cover in a pair of fucking bikini drawers and a goddamn bra with his penis hanging out from underneath the bikini. I don't fucking care, because that's Pharrell. And y'all have to look at it this way. That's him. He's married. If he not married, if his wife loves him for who he is, then goddamn it, I ain't got no reason to be fucking mad at him or her. I don't give a fuck because he doing him, and I'm gonna continue to do me. That's just how that is, one way or another. It matters none to me. Just like the young gentleman, the black guy who was on it wasn't the Oscars, but it was some other awards ceremony that happened this year, and he came out in a tuxedo dress. The majority, the top of the garment was made out of like a male's tuxedo, and the bottom of it fitted like a corset, and then ballooned out like a upside down umbrella. He wore that, and then half of y'all was mad at that. I don't know why you mad. His damn money bought it. He hired a designer to design it. It was on his body. I do believe he wasn't sharing somebody else's body to walk down the aisle with it on. Why you mad? Okay, now y'all mad up in arms about Tank, the rapper, or Tank, the singer. I don't care. Tank says that that a man is not gay if he performs oral sex on another male less than 2 times. Well, that's in Tank's head. Let Tank think the way Tank wants to think. Be an independent thinker. If Tank thinks like that, well, then I don't think like that. Whatever, okay? Because it's like this to me. There's only two things. There's a penis and there is a VJJ vagina, okay? It's one or the other. Either you like one or the other, or you like both. Okay, I don't care if you're a male or a female. Either you like one or the other, or you like both. You know, the best of both worlds. Sometimes you feel sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes I guess you don't. Or sometimes you like to play with balls, and sometimes you don't. I don't know, and I really don't give a shit because that's those people. That doesn't affect me. So why are y'all mad? That's what you see. You spend time on fuckery or buffoonery for nothing. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's Tank. Let Tank be Tank. I don't care. Tank, whatever Tank is thinking and whatever's going on in his mind, for him to spit out something like that out of his mouth, evidently he believes it, or he was getting paid to say it, or that's what he truly believes. Let him believe that. If that's how he lives his lifestyle, or that's what he does, then let him do it. Who gives a damn? I don't. Because that doesn't take anything away from PG, nor does it add anything to PG. You see what I'm saying? It's not taking anything away from you, nor is it adding anything to you. So you see what I'm saying? I don't know why all the sheer fuckery, because that's what it is. It's grade A fuckery in my book. Then you want to get on the news and you want to, y'all want too damn much control. You can't control everything in the universe. You can control your own damn life, and by the time you finish controlling your own shit, then you see what I'm saying. Then and only then you're not gonna have enough time then to get into somebody else's shit and try to control their stuff. No, because your own life in itself, whatever is going on in and around your surroundings in your life, that's enough, honey, from now until the day you close your eyes and roll the fuck up on off this good green earth. You see what I'm saying? So y'all spend too much time worrying about something that is insignificant to you. I don't care what Tank does. A couple of people called me, a couple of people text me, like, what you think about Tank? Just as they said, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I had to even go and research what the hell Tank said because I don't know. I don't care. Frankly, I don't care. If that's what he thinks, that two men could get together and perform oral sex on each other, but as long as they don't do it more than twice, then they're not gay. Okay, Tank, that's what you think. But what I think is different. Is that affecting PG over here? No. Is that affecting the man next door? No. Is it affecting the woman across the street? No. Is it affecting my neighbor across the street? No. Is that affecting the president? No. Unfortunately, it's not, but no. So y'all, let's get it together in the gay community. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Then you bastards had the nerve to try to bash Ellen because Ellen is friends with George Bush. I don't give a damn. You see, here's the thing. Y'all like to clap back at people who are not strong individuals, or y'all like to clap back and talk about people who know that that's not really gonna give y'all a run for y'all money. As far as I know, and as far as I remember, Michelle Obama's friends with George Bush. I didn't hear you say a fucking thing about that. You didn't. I didn't hear y'all say a damn thing about that. I'm in the middle of my live show. I gotta call you back. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't hear y'all say anything about that though, because y'all know Michelle Obama was gonna clap the fuck back on your ass, and she was gonna have something to say about it. But y'all want to pour cold water on Ellen DeGeneres for sitting next to fucking George Bush at a goddamn baseball game. Okay? But all the shit that she has done in the gay community, okay, all the flack that she has taken for us in the gay community, you gonna fucking bash her. Some of her own people. See, that's what I tell people. I say, all those that's clapping with you, baby, they not clapping for you, no. You thinking because motherfuckers is rah with you, they're not for you, no. You got to watch. You got everybody to fucking watch, because these days the majority of people have a fucking agenda. Not your agenda. They got their own damn agenda that they're gonna try to overwhelm you with. But the majority of people. So you got a lot of that to watch. But now she took heat when she first came out. She lost her show. She had to go back to just regular old stand-up, being a stand-up comedian. It was a lot. It was a long time before Ellen had another show. The amount of money that she has poured into the LGBTQ community is phenomenal. The amount of things that she gives on a yearly basis and the donations that she constantly makes, she and Portia, before it was Portia, her alone. And I mean, and y'all got the nerve to pour cold water on her because she's sitting her ass at a damn stadium trying to watch a goddamn baseball game, sitting next to George W. Bush, which she had no idea she was going to be sitting next to him. She was invited by the owner of the motherfucking what? Team to come and enjoy a baseball game on the owner and his wife's expense. But you know, didn't nobody invite you to the motherfucking game, but you mad at Ellen because she's sitting next to George W. Bush. That's some sheer fuckery, right? That's what I call fuckery. And you know, if y'all don't seem to understand why, you know, I'm upset with y'all, it's this kind of shit. So no, I don't go to a lot of gay events. I don't go to a lot of LGBTQRSTUVWXY and Z fucking events because you motherfuckers are crazy. You want too fucking much. Okay, that's how it is. You want too much. And I'm not, I'm not here for all that craziness. It's too much. Now I'm getting ready to move on to something else. I'm going to talk about the world events with Syria and how ISIS and Turkey and all of this together. You know, the president still thinks that he's done a great job, and you have the repugs that still seem to think that this man is doing an outstanding job and that the Democrats should not be doing what they're doing as far as the impeachment inquiries and having these testimonies before these different committees. It's sad. Today, just today, y'all, just to fucking day, just today, some members of the Republican Party in Congress had the mitigated gall to storm a closed door testimony that was going on by this person, and a inquiry committee stormed it. It was a closed door private session going on. that was supposed to last, it would have lasted at least 10 hours. These motherfuckers brought snacks, and later on, they fucking had the nerve to order pizza after they disrupted the testimony of this person, of this witness. Okay, that's crazy. Now, one time have the Democrats stormed in on a closed door committee meeting and demanded that they stop doing what they were doing in there on the Republican side. But you see, this kind of buffoonery, this is the kind of fuckery that is going on in DC. Okay? It's a play, it's a ploy, it's a distractor, okay, to the American people so that you can keep your eyes turned off of the impeachment inquiry and focus on what they want you to focus on, which is, oh, no, 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 no. They should not even be harassing the president. Now they're labeling it as a form of harassment upon the president. First off, if he was presidential material, if he was a real president or a true president, he would not be in this kind of fuckery that is having to take place because of his ass. It is because of this person, this buffoon, this dotard. It's because of who he is and what he stands for and the atrocious things that this man has done during his time in office. Less than 3 fucking years. We would not be in an impeachment inquiry and going through these proceedings and going through these testimonies and having to hear from all of these witnesses. We would not be going through this. The American people would not be going through this. But it is because of what he's done, who he is, and how he's carried out his duties in the White House and the things that he has done, disregarded the whole Constitution whatsoever. He even thinks, first off, I guess he doesn't know what the emolument clause even is. He seems to think that it was something that was made up and that's something that is phony, but it is right there written in the Constitution. That's how dumb this person is. That's what a dotard he is. Okay, we wouldn't be going through this. But yet today, the Repubs, not all of them, but a select group of them decided they were going to interrupt these proceedings. And they did that. And they brought snacks with them. Loud outbursts stopped the whole proceeding. Then it was so long that they had been in there constantly bickering back and forth, this and that. And them bastards had the nerve to order fucking pizza. Yeah, they did. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Go look on CNN for these motherfuckers, because this is crazy. It's just crazy as hell. It does not, I mean, it's crazy. Who does that? So I'm going to need all of the American citizens, period. Not just the Democrats, Republicans, people who are on the fence of thinking about whether or not they should still vote Republican or not. I'm going to need y'all to do the right thing. For you people that's on the fence that are Republicans, I'm going to need y'all to do the right thing. Okay? This person has jeopardized our democracy as a country. Okay? He has sided with foreign nationals, foreign countries, countries that were not even our allies. He's taken sides with other countries that have always been against us. He has enlisted the help of other countries to actually investigate our own United States citizens of our country. Who does that? Have you ever heard of such? I'm going to need you people who are on the fence right now deciding whether or not you're going to vote for him in the next election. I'm going to need y'all to fucking do the right thing. Not because of the person. I'm going to need you to do the right thing for your country. And you know that you will do the right thing. The right thing is to vote for someone who is going to honor and respect the democracy of this country and to help continue to keep our democracy intact. Because it's either a democracy or a dictatorship. And we damn sure don't want to have a dictatorship. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. But the very core of our democracy is being threatened by someone right here on our own soil, occupying the White House. I'm going to need you guys to figure it out, you guys and gals who are on the fence, whether or not you're going to continue to vote for this person in 2020 or not. I'm going to need y'all to hunker down, and I'm going to need y'all to do the right thing for this country, so that not only you, but your children, your children's children, your grandchildren, and just people and in general, and children and teenagers and young adults of our future, so that they can have a future in this country that will be productive and not have to worry about the challenges with our democracy being torn apart at the very seams that it is being held together. We don't need that. I'm going to need y'all to do the right thing. And I hope and pray that you do. Democrats, I'm going to need y'all to get yourselves together. Stop straddling the fence. Figure out, we don't need all the candidates that's trying to vie for this office. We don't need all of these people. I'm going to need y'all to get behind 2, 3, 4, no more than 5 people. Rally behind them and let the chips fall where they may, because they will fall, and there will be 2 or 3 definites left standing. But we're going to need them to be the most powerful people that they can be, and the most powerful people around, because they're going to have to go up against this man, and they're going to have to take him out in a vote. And I'm talking about they got to win by a landslide. So Democrats, I'm going to need you to hold your mule. I'm going to need you to be steadfast in the things that you stand for, but yet also be cautious and not accept any old thing, and definitely don't fall for the okie doke, because there in the future, in the next few months, y'all, there's going to be some okie doke like you ain't never seen before. Don't fall for it. I'm going to need y'all to keep your eyes open, your ears open, and your feet planted firmly on the ground. And know who you are, your community that you reside in, who your elected officials are, who is coming up for re-election. Did they do a good job? I'm going to need y'all to do an overall blanket look. Take a long look at those people that's in your community. Then from there, I want you to go to the state level. Look at those people if they are definitely coming up on re-elections in 2020. Take a long look at those people. Take a long look at those candidates. Take a long look back at what they have done and what they didn't do, things that you were satisfied with and the things that you were not satisfied with, and whether or not those candidates that are seeking re-election are going to be worthy of having your vote. Because they, at the end of the day, y'all, they work for you. They work for me. They work for us. They don't work for themselves. They work for us, y'all. We hire them through a vote. So if there's things that y'all know that you're not satisfied with, and they're coming up on re-election, and there are other candidates that are vying vying for that particular office or those particular offices that suit you and that you like the things that they're supposedly going to do and their views and opinions align with yours and not the other candidate that's already there in office, I'm going to need y'all to get behind them then. Rally behind them. Figure it out. Because y'all live in those communities. Y'all live in those particular states. So y'all have to decide what it is or who it is that is going to represent you. Whether that person is going to continue to represent you or whether or not you decide, well, this governor just really didn't cut it. I mean, they had a good campaign, they said some things, but yet when they got in office, they didn't do, and there were opportunities that they could have, but they chose not to. Well, then I'm going to need y'all to do something about it when you go to the polls. I'm going to need y'all to find another candidate that's going to suit your needs, that's going to do what it is you guys and gals, women and men need done for your communities and your states. Just like I'm sitting in the state of Georgia, trust and believe. I got my eyes on some people that are up for re-election. I have my eyes on some people that are going to be new in the race going up against these people. And if you want my vote, it's like this. What are you going to do for me? And not me personally, but what are you going to do for me? How will I be affected? What are you going to do? What are you bringing to the table that I will be able to count on you for, as far as helping my community grow, become stronger, better jobs, new jobs, bringing in new jobs to the area, better wages, health care, schools, better programs for the children, single parent programs, the housing developments, the housing market. How are you going to better develop that? What are you going to do to sustain it? What are you going to do for me? And those things affect me. So I'm going to need them. I'm going to find out. I'm looking back now at some of the things that some of the candidates that are going to be up for re-election here in Georgia that I have to vote for. Some of them are not going to get my vote this time around because you got in there. I took a chance on you. I voted for you and you didn't do shit. So now you can't get my vote again because you've shown me who you are. Now I got to look hard at a few other people that's now coming into the race. Let me see. Let me hear some debates. Let's see how you're going to answer these questions about policies. Let's see what you're going to do about, different your physical responsibilities. What are you going to do? I'm going to need y'all to figure it out because next thing you know, we blink our eyes, it will be 2020, y'all. Next thing you know, 3 months, next thing you know, 6 months will pass and we're on our way chugging to the major elections. So figure it out before we run out of time to figure it out and you just run over to the polls and just vote. We don't need that. Then I need everybody to make a strong commitment to our country in which we live as United States citizens. And that is, I'm asking everyone, PG with Unapologetic Tea Time, my small YouTube channel, I'm asking everyone to take this challenge. And that is Find a friend, find a coworker, find a family member, find a church member, find a club member or organization member that has not registered to vote. Help them register to vote. Help them get to the voter registrar's office to vote. Help them register to vote, perhaps maybe online. Bring your laptop one day, bring your Chromebook, bring your phone, bring something, take them to the library, bring them, invite them to your house, something. And the second part of this challenge is to please, 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 you yourself, if you did not vote last year, but you're still a registered voter, I need you to check with the voter registrar's office and make certain where your precinct, your voting precinct is, or your polling place, or the place that you go and pull that lever, or the place that you go and submit your ballot on computer, or whatever it is you do, whether you stick a piece of paper in a ballot box or whatever the fuck you do, however you vote in your city, your town, your state, wherever you are. I need you to make certain that that polling place is correct. I need you to make certain that if you have your voter's card or whatever, the little card that they send you in the mail or whatever, you have that in your wallet or your purse or whatever, or maybe in your important paper box or whatever. I need you to match that card up. I need you to make a phone call. I need you on a day that you're off or you're just around town and you happen to be near that particular voter registrar's office, or you need to make a phone call and find out, is this my correct voter's place? Some of you have moved in a year or two. Maybe you didn't vote, but you're still on the rolls. Find out if that's not the correct place. Let's not wait until the day before election or the day of election and get told, because that's another way to hinder you from voting. It's not their fault, it's really your fault. However, they're supposed to be able to tell you where your precinct is, but they're not going to tell you. They're going to say, oh, you don't vote here. That's all I can tell you. That's all I know. Most of the times they'll tell you that, especially if you're Black. Okay. So that's another way that they can inflict voter suppression upon you. Know where it is you're supposed to go. Okay. A lot of times, again, you may have moved. You may have downsized from, say, a house to an apartment that's in the same zip code area, but you may now vote at a school instead of voting at a community center, or down the street at wherever. I don't know. But let's find out. And the third and last thing of this challenge is coming up to the major election, or the presidential election. I call major election, but it's not just going to be for the president. It's going to be for some other offices as well. Volunteer 1 hour of your time if you can, or maybe 2 hours of your time if you can, to take a couple of people to one of your nearby voting places so that they can cast their ballot to vote. Sometimes elderly folks or disabled folks perhaps do not drive or cannot drive. Okay, perhaps they live in an area like I do. There are no buses. There is no public transportation. Okay, let's volunteer 1 hour, or maybe 2, but I'm just saying 1 hour. 1 hour should get 1 or 2 people picked up and brought to a voting poll, their precinct, and then bring them back to wherever you got them from. Okay? At the most, that's $3, $4 in gas. If you have a tank, if you have a relatively small car, that's maybe a couple of dollars in gas, maybe not quite. But if all of us did that, just think, y'all, how many more people can go out to the polls and turn some things around? If the majority of us got together and did just that, just think, y'all, how many more people could actually go to the polls and turn some things around? We need to turn some red states blue for Democrats. And I'm always going to say that. I'm always going to put that in there because I'm a Democrat. But just think, y'all, what we can do in a short period of time and how many more people we can get to the polls to do the right thing, and that's cast votes. And then and only then will we see that power comes in numbers and that we can get some things actually accomplished and done. That's what I'm asking. PG is asking everybody take this challenge. It's a 3-part challenge. 1 is to make sure you're a voter. 2 is to make sure that you get one person to register to vote. And the third thing of the challenge is to volunteer your time for 1 hour or so. And that's to get somebody or a couple of people to the polls and back to their residence who perhaps does not drive, who may be disabled, who may be elderly, or who just may be disabled, or who may not can afford a vehicle. So they have a hard time getting to and from the polls. Because if you look at it this way, if you take an Uber or a Lyft to the polls, then you have to take an Uber and a Lyft unless you see somebody or your neighbor or someone happens to see you or whatever and even offers you a ride these days back to where you were. So you have to purchase that ride twice, to and from. Some people may have enough to scrap up to go to the poll, but they may not have enough to purchase, a Lyft or an Uber back. The other thing is if you and your neighbor and someone down the street and y'all all vote at the same place and you all don't have vehicles, then maybe y'all can get together and talk about, hey, y'all, if we can get there, let's order, a Lyft, and if the poll or the polling place is not very far, then hey, let's say $7 a person. $7 a person, and it's 3 or 4 of y'all. Try to get 4 people, so that's $28. Chances are y'all all will be able to go and come on that $7 if you each put up $7 or $8. You got a long ways. Or let's just say $10, y'all. $10 a person to get to and from the polls. And whatever monies you have left, order y'all a pizza or something and just, celebrate. Stand out in your yard or, have it under somebody's little carport or whatever. Have some coffee. Somebody bring some coffee. Somebody make some donuts or something. Make a little bit of a celebration out of it. Phew, I've been to the polls. Yeah, we went to the polls this morning. Now we're having, a little bit of tea and coffee and some coffee cakes or some muffins or something. I mean, it's something. And hey, it's especially if, you like the neighbor across the street or down the street or whatever. I mean, it's not so bad. But if you really hate your neighbor or you despise your neighbor or whatever, and y'all don't get along or whatever, well, of course, you're not going to want to go to the polls with them, or you're not going to want to ride in an Uber or a Lyft, ride share with them or have coffee with them or whatever. But you can work it out. But we have time, y'all. So let's take advantage of the time that we have in order to prepare. Because if you prepare, there's no time like the present to be prepared for what? The future. That's really all I have, y'all. The other thing is the president. The last part of this is the president of the United States. It's unfortunate that this man is continuing to do what he does every day, and that's blame somebody else or somebody new or whomever, or things that he's going to continually make up when we know that it's not true, because you've just heard him say one thing the day or two before, and then 3 days later he says, no, I didn't say that or whatever. But Y'all just take a long look for yourselves, y'all, and decide, what's really going on, because we've got to make the difference and we've got to choose, and this is really critical to the well-being of the United States of America. People think, oh, well, we're a great country. Yes, we are. We're always going to be a great country. That's neither here nor there. People die every day trying to get here. You know, that's that goes without being said. If other people's countries were so great, some of them, they would not be trying to get to the United States. It's because they can lead a better life, they can live a better life, they can have more resources, they can do better for themselves or what have you. Yes, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is take this time to look, to really take a long look at what is really going on and not be deceived. Do your homework. A lot of you, oh, I can't look at the news. I can't turn on the TV because it's always this. Hey, look at the news once a week. Make sure you are staying abreast as to what is going on. Staying abreast once a week, getting some news, finding out. You never know what's going on in your neck of the woods. Definitely once a week is not going to kill you. It's not going to make you or break you, but at least it will inform you. And when you're an informed person, you can make better choices and better decisions. If you are an ill-informed person or uninformed person, you tend to make bad choices and not so great decisions based on just hearsay, because if you hear somebody, they may not tell you everything because they may not have heard the whole story that was given to you on the news, or they may have heard part of the story itself that was on the news, but they did not have the resources to continue and do the research that was necessary on their own to further educate themselves about that particular issue or issues at hand. So if give it to yourself at least once a week, look at the news for an hour or so, or an hour and a half. At least that will give you a good gulp of world news and local news. Once a week out of a 7-day period is certainly not going to kill anybody. It's not going to make you cringe that much if you can stomach an hour and a half. We play an hour and a half on Facebook. We play an hour and a half on Twitter and Instagram. We play an hour and a half just holding our phone in our hand playing Sudoku or solitaire or what's another one people play? I don't tend to play those kind of games unless I'm in Vegas playing at the real game, at the real table. The gambling game. Cards or something of that nature. So all I'm saying is, I know that a lot of you, like I just said, can't stomach the news, but do yourself a favor and at least turn on public radio, turn on the news on the TV once a week and listen to the fucking news. World news and your local news will give you a big gulp of at least the news, because if you are an informed person, again, you will be able to make better choices and better decisions about the issues at hand versus an ill-informed person. I'm going to fucking say it again. You will tend to make not so great choices and not really make great decisions on things because you're not informed. If you're not informed, then how are you supposed to make a choice? You can make the choice, but will it be a good choice? You see what I'm saying? So 1 hour and a half a week or 1 hour a week of news is not going to kill anyone. And that's all I'm saying, y'all. So it's been real, y'all. It's been good. It's less than an hour that I have been on. I don't have a lot, like I said, to talk about, but the things that I did talk about, to myself, was important to bring across to my listening audience. Please, you have been listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That's me. Please do not forget to smack that thumbs up button. hit the bell icon as the notification so that you will know when and where I go live. Also, please share this vlog or this podcast with family, friends, and our neighbors or coworkers or whomever. Help me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to go to www.unapologeticteatime.com, where on there you will find a plethora of information. Also, my t-shirt line is up and running. I have the prices and I have samples of the graphics for the t-shirts are posted on my blog at www.unapologetic-time with pg.com. Well, y'all, it's been good. It's been real. I love you. Don't forget, you are the only person in this world that's like you. There is no other. You are special. You're number one in my book. Don't take any wooden nickels, y'all. Y'all be good. Have a great rest of your evening. And don't forget, stay informed, keep your ears and your eyes open. Bye now.